Hey guys, Josh Kent with US Arms here to talk about this beautiful rifle right here, how it shoots, and what you can expect from this Baseline UTAW from US Arms Company. Stay with us. Round group. So let's go take a look at the group. Let's see how we do. This is the entry-level UTAW. Right here, we're looking center to center. Is going to be sub-minute with 77 grain Sierra. Now this is our entry-level rifle here. So this is our baseline, but still, even at our baseline rifle, we have a sub-minute group. Right here we have edge to edge. This is going to be a half-minute X. So if we were to transpose this half-minute, like we're literally just outside of a half-minute. When we talk about, this is probably around just over 3/4 minute, probably 800 thousandths center to center. I don't have a ruler here with me to throw it up, but or a set of dial calipers rather. But still, we're looking at really great accuracy out of a baseline rifle. Coming from US Arms Company. Again, this is the Baseline UTAW with 77 Sierra Match King factory ammo. This is not a hand load, so obviously with a hand load we could get something a little bit tighter, but again, this is the accuracy that you should expect from a US Arms rifle. And again, this is the Baseline rifle. This is the entry level. All right guys, so we did an immediate follow-up of another 3-round group here at 100 yards with the entry level UTAW, and I think we've got a pretty impressive group here with 77 grain Sierra factory match ammunition. We've got an immediate 3 rounds. I did a small adjustment. I had a 1/2 mil deviation, so I came in 4/10 left. I still wanted my impact to be somewhat offset, and I came down 2/10 just so I wouldn't be disturbing my point of aim. So we have a 3-round group. So as we're shooting this rifle, it's actually starting to shoot more and more accurate. But this is our first 3-round group. We're at about just over 3/4 of a minute, and now here we're for the next 3-round group we're sub half. So couldn't be more pleased. And the barrel that we're using is the same in-house barrel that we use for all of the UTAWs. So this is what you can expect. We have 3/4 and a half here. So you're going to get a sub-minute rifle when you purchase a US Arms entry-level UTAW. So this is something for you guys to see. This is just me shooting off of a bag. This is not out of a rest. Steve is a sheriff's deputy here in Central Georgia. So we had him come out and take a look at and shoot the UTAW for us and see how he did, Steve.
Well, it's amazing the weapon shooting that accurate, whenever you've been saying it was their entry level weapon, I mean, I haven't even shot in a while. And for this to be their entry level weapon and to shoot a group like that, first time getting behind the rifle, that shoots better than probably some other company's top of the line model. Because I know, like we said, we had it marked off.
Exactly.
Aiming here. This is where it hit. That's the group with 3 rounds shooting the rifle for the first time ever.
And so we're looking at this X right here being a half minute, and we've got outside to outside is inside the X. Now we intentionally offset the group so that we didn't disturb our sight picture, because I know some people will take a look at that and go, well, it's not over here in the X. Well, it was done that way intentionally. So anytime you guys are shooting for accuracy and you want to see what the weapon system is capable of, we always intentionally offset it, because we don't want to disturb the point of impact, right? Because every time we put a hole or perforate something, we change how we see our aiming point. So we intentionally offset it here. And Steve, I gotta tell you, man, great shoot. Again, entry-level Utah with Sierra factory match ammunition. This is 19 rounds total through the barrel. So as we shoot it and continue to season the rifle, it could potentially do a little bit better, but honestly, I'm super satisfied with our in-house barrel. It's looking good.
I'm amazed at how well that shot. Not me, the weapon. So that was when I came down to look at this, I was like, wow. Okay.
Absolutely.
Nice gun.
Again, good shooting, man.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes, sir.
See you guys. All right, guys, Josh Kent here with Gerald Phillips from US Arms Company. And man, I gotta tell you, taking this Utah out to the range and testing the accuracy, and I've got Gerald here, the lead armorer for the company, here to kind of talk about the components of the rifle. But first off, I gotta say, and a absolute thank you to Deputy Gatlin out of Bibb County for coming out and helping us out as a non-biased shooter to come out and test the rifle as well. So, sir, thank you, and we thank you for what you do. Thank you for your service. But taking a look at the groups here, and we'll put them up there for you guys to see. The first group fired, so we did a 10-round shot group to get some rounds through the gun. We stripped it out, and then we fired a 3-round group from the bench at .893 minutes of angle, so sub-minute. And then we fired 2 subsequent groups, myself shooting one, and then Deputy Gatlin shooting the other. So we had one group fired at .351 minutes of angle, and then a secondary shooter coming in, shooting from the same bench, same 77 Sierra factory match ammunition for a .391 minute of angle group. Now, for an entry-level rifle,
that's outstanding.
I'm very excited.
That is outstanding.
So that being said, and guys, we'll put this up for you guys to take a look, but you know, it's always good to have another shooter come in, and you know, a lot of people will take a look at like, oh, well, these guys, you know, they're only going to post the good groups, you know, and it's always the same guy shooting. Well, this is a different guy. He just stepped right on in, and I was like, hey, would you mind shooting this? And he was like, absolutely, and got in there, shot a 3-round group, no do-overs, a 3-round group. We went down there and took a look at it, got a couple of pictures of it, and man, it's a testament to the way the rifle's built. So going into that, talk me through some of the components about the USAC UTAW.
What we did was we wanted to keep it as accurate as we could, as lightweight as we possibly could, and make it as absolutely as durable as we possibly could, just keeping with our motto. In keeping with the lightweight, we went to a Magpul MOE buttstock.
6-position, right?
6-position.
Yep.
It does not have a locking mechanism on the front, but it still locks in fairly positively. It doesn't move. There's some stocks out on the market that if you slam the rifle down onto the buttstock, it will pop out of the retaining slots, and it'll literally sound like it's chewing everything up inside of it. This one doesn't do that. Very, very nice. We
got right here something that's
we've got a QD back plate.
Yep.
just another added feature, just to give it a little bit more ergonomics. We also went to an ambidextrous safety. One of the reasons why we chose the ambidextrous safety is a lot of folks really like them.
Yeah. I don't like them. It gets in my way.
You've trained a lot without them. I've trained a lot without them. They have their place.
Yep.
But listening to you guys, the public, we are now offering this in our standard UTAW. Every one of them that you buy will come with an ambi safety on it. We're still running the Ergo slimline grip. Very, very tactile grip. Very smooth.
I noticed that when we were shooting it from the bench, it like you don't really have to grip it.
You don't have
super.
You don't have to death grip it.
Death grip it to have good positive control. Yeah, it's a great grip from Ergo. Yep.
And in sticking with our standard receiver sets, we're still running our standard receiver lower and our standard receiver upper, our standard handguard. Now our barrel, we changed it up a little bit. Instead of going with just a phosphated barrel, we're going with a nitrided barrel. It makes the rifle more rigid, more strong, more rust resistant, and we're offering an A2 flash hider on the Baseline UTAW. And as far as the trigger goes, the very, very baseline will come with a mil-spec trigger. Everybody knows it's between 5.5 and 7.5 pounds.
Yeah, but this one's actually, like, of the triggers we have in house, they're pretty smooth.
They're really smooth.
You know.
When I have time, and which is rare,
But
I'll polish the interfaces on them to give them a little bit more of a smoother feel.
Yeah, but I know this one right here out at the range shot really well. I mean, you could tell it was a mil-spec trigger, but it still wasn't. It wasn't like the grinding.
Really smooth. Then the sear engagement on it is really crisp.
Yep.
The brake on this trigger is surprisingly crisp.
And
then the upgrade that we offer is the 5.5 pound Trigger Tech Duty trigger.
Right.
Great trigger. Matter of fact,
that one's super clean.
Super clean. We've got one on one of our builds right here. And just to kind of show you. All right, weapon clear?
Yep, it's clear. Take that mag out.
All right, now I'm just gonna break the trigger. All right, and I want you to notice how short the reset is on this 5.5 pound trigger. It just reset. And it goes right back to 5.5 pounds. Great trigger from Trigger Tech.
And then the colors for this one are also like anodized and flat dark earth are the options. And then there are two caliber options for this Baseline UTAW, which are 5.56 NATO and 300 blackout. So they come in either one. And the barrel specs for this UTAW are going to be for 5.56. What's the twist and type?
The 5.56 and the 300 blackout both are going to be 1-in-7 twist.
Right.
It's going to have a fairly modified government profile. 16-inch. It simplifies things for us guys. It really does. Even though we want to give you the most bang for your buck, we still have to make things a little bit easier on ourselves as well.
So this barrel that we have here is 1-in-7, 4150, chromoly vanadium, I think it is.
Yep.
I was calling it something.
Chromoly with a vanadium additive.
Yep. Which
makes the lining process.
Yeah, which makes it a little bit stronger than standard chromoly, gives it a little bit better tensile strength, and then of course the bolt carrier group and the barrel are both nitrided.
As is the barrel extension. As everybody knows that when you have wear surfaces, you want the same type of metal hitting the same type of metal. And that's a biggie when it comes to the interface of the star chamber and the bolt on lockup. It'll decrease wear and it'll increase the life of the weapon.
So with the accuracy of the weapon, so the weapon is super lightweight. So something else to add about the rifle is that it has a Strike Force ambi style charging handle. So whether you're a left-handed or right-handed shooter, you can access the bolt and manipulate the rifle to load, unload, or or just do a simple press check, right? So that's something else that I thought was really nice about the rifle. And then the last thing that we spoke about coming in was just the accuracy of the weapon. And man, I got to tell you, for an entry level rifle, I know that, so to the viewers out there, I know that there are times we run across certain barrels that are exceptions to the rule.
Yep.
We're doing the same thing for all of the UTAW barrels. They're produced the same way, so the only thing that I know to tell you is that the UTAW is definitely a sub-minute rifle. We shot this with a 6 to 24 power rifle scope. I know we have the red dot from Swamp Fox on here right now, but I would say to the viewers that we got amazing groups with factory ammunition, but the one thing that we can absolutely promise you is that the UTAW that you purchase from us, when that day arrives, will be a sub-minute rifle with match grade ammunition. But holy smokes, did they shoot really well. Did this one shoot really well out at the range.
We have to let you know this. Every rifle is going to be a little different. Our sub-minute guarantee, it comes from the quality of the materials that we're putting into the rifle. A lot of that, it took us a lot of time to come up with this rifle that you see in front of you. It's a lot of trial and error. I know we've had several iterations in the past. We believe that the marriage of the parts that we have here between the barrel, buffer system,
The chamber,
everything is as good as we can get it at an affordable price as we can get it.
Right.
It's a phenomenal package, guys. Just you don't believe it. I mean, you're going to see the groups that it shot.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know of many AR platforms out there that right out of the box, you know, you're going to shoot them a little bit, and they're going to come into their own. Shoot them. You're going to season the barrel, clean it, and then you're going to go into your accuracy testing.
Yep.
And
a lot of guys out there wouldn't look at an entry-level rifle as being a tack driver.
No.
Or a tack driver, as they would call it. But anytime you have a rifle that shoots sub-minute, that's great accuracy. And here we had two different shooters with factory match ammo that shot a sub-half-minute group out of a 16-inch barrel at 100 yards. Not 25, not 50, but 100. And man, I was thoroughly impressed. So, you know, I want to caveat it with, hey, this particular rifle right here shot lights out, but it's the same production process for the barrel bolt combination and the precision that we're cutting our uppers and lower receivers. So there's all of that carries over across the board for the entry level UTAW. And man, it was a pleasure to shoot. So
we're just looking forward to getting it out to you guys. We want you to come and check it out. No, I can't say enough about it. I've been through the whole process with this particular build, and the parts that we chose to put this together. It was all done for a reason, guys. It was to give you the best product we could possibly give you at the most affordable price we could possibly give you.
Yeah, because we had a lot of people reaching out to us. And again, guys, we always go back to, please reach out to us. If you have something that is a concern or you think would be a great suggestion to make our product better, please reach out to us and hit us up. But one of the things that we got a lot was, hey, we would like to see something affordable from a lot of our viewers and subscribers. And so we came out with the UTAW. We found a way to get the cost down and make it more affordable for the everyday shooter.
Now guys, we preface that by saying affordable. Now, affordable doesn't necessarily mean a cheap rifle.
That's correct.
These are quality components. Yep. The only thing I can tell you is if you want to know how good it shoots, more than happy to, you know, if you want to buy one, fantastic. If you want to come by and see us and go to the range with us one time.
Yeah.
No, we've got access to a pretty nice range around here. Come shoot with us.
Yep.
I mean, I'd love for you to come shoot with us. If you don't believe us, I'll take you out there. Josh will take you out there, and you know, we'll let you shoot anything that we have in house, if it's not experimental.
Yep. But guys, again, absolutely enjoyed shooting this, and big shout out to Deputy Gatlin. Thank you for your time, brother. And again, we appreciate your service and all that you do. Gerald, thank you, brother, for building such a great rifle. And again, guys, anything that you have questions for us, reach out, info@usarmsco.com. If you're a first-time watcher, hit like and subscribe at the bottom. And again, stay tuned for the classic videos, the things we're doing, classic firearms,
Yes.
gunman is another one that we've been
Doing a lot of stuff.
With gunmen. And guys, any questions or comments, please drop them below. Like us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. And again, as always, we thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content.
Thanks, guys.
See you.